What's going on? You are tuned into Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. Burrows himself. Oaks, how many times did you fall off your dirt bike?
Probably like 20.
All right. So, guys, any of those videos that you're watching Oaks put together where he's got the dirt bike out, just know all those edits you're seeing, it's just him eating shit. And he's not keeping any of them, and you're getting robbed of good content.
No, I threw in a good crash at the end of the last short, and I will throw together a nice crash compilation after yesterday's adventure. Went up north to the OVR trails and rode for like 4 hours. Had a really good time. Gonna try and go back tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it, but I'm 35 and everything hurts.
All right, you guys heard it here first. Club football is back. Oaks is back on two wheels.
Yeah.
What's good, guys? Bo, big one for Brighton.
Oh, Trey?
I'm not ever accepting that Bo's a Liverpool fan, by the way. I can only think of Brighton when I think of Bo. So he really fucked up on that one. He should have came out and said, I'm a Liverpool fan first and then defended Brighton. He should have white knighted for Brighton later. Because all I think of is Brighton.
He was right about Brighton last week.
No, he wasn't. They didn't even play.
Whatever. The last time they played, they got dubbed.
I'm happy for him. All right. Anyway, guys.
It pissed me off, too, because I was like, oh, fuck Brighton. These guys suck. And then, of course, immediately they looked good.
Nah, dude. City loves choking. City really does.
Is so bad, dude.
It's so bad. Anyway, I got a short list, so I'm going to get mine out of the way before Oaks because it sounds like he's going to be a little bit more detailed on his, and I'll probably jump in on the end of mine. My first one's international break. You guys know how it is. Fuck you, international break. We out this bitch. If your team or if any of your players got hurt, my condolences. Shouldn't count. I hope your national team pays double. Fuck you.
PSG.
But yeah, we're all looking pretty good. I'm very thankful that Ancelotti not selecting half our team because they're all Brazilian was fantastic for us. I'm never going to complain about that. Appreciate
it. He's like, you boys tired. Why don't y'all stay at home?
Like, I don't really need y'all right now. Y'all just chill over at Madrid and keep conditioning. You're good. Also, did you see Holland and Norway just absolutely blessed the shit out of somebody?
I did. I saw it was like 11-1. I got a ton of notifications yesterday that I was like, I got to mute this fucking game, dude.
It was pretty much like, if you didn't get a stat,
what are you doing?
Fuck were you doing? Didn't Holland have like 5 goals or something? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then my last one is just MLS dick eaters. So it was just nice all around to have Son come and immediately expose the U.S. men's national team and all the people that got really upset about the roster and all the people that are like, haha, look at all the MLS people. 1, you got fucking schmacked. And then 2, who the fuck cares? It's September. Who fucking cares? So either way you look at it, if you got mad at all about roster decisions, lineups, any of these games, nobody gives a fuck. All right? So MLS dick eaters and just U.S. men's national team Twitter, I love that you divided yourselves. You're all annoying. We don't like any
You're the worst. You don't know shit about ball. Everybody on there is the worst. Guys I don't even follow are like on my timeline. I saw one guy like being like, oh, dude, Balogun's our clear #1 striker. It's like, no shit, dude. We knew that the second he declared for us over England. Also, like, I'm sure that guy doesn't know who Ricardo Pepe is. Like, I know that dude running his fucking mouth on Twitter doesn't know that Ricardo Pepe is injured and is a fucking baller for PSV.
I also don't want to be that guy, but has Josh Sargent not scored a goal in any games yet so far this year? Because like we should probably just let him run it up.
Yeah, I think he might just be Norwich's dude. Like he's scored in every game for Norwich.
Can we just get him some yellow and green boots and see what happens?
Right, yeah.
Bring back Anna Jones, Nike.
Pulisic haters having a real bad one after yesterday. I saw a lot of people being like, "Oh, well, Japan didn't even like start their good guys." Yeah, neither did we. Like that's the other thing. Like, you see how unserious people take friendlies? Like, it's bullshit, guys. And like, whatever. We still have a bunch of guys injured too. So yeah, U.S. men's national team Twitter and U.S. men's national team pundits, shut the fuck up. I really like that Potch came out and went right at everybody's throat. Like, yo, would y'all shut the fuck up? I'm trying to get our team ready for World Cup. Like, I'm not going to go run out guys who are dog shit tired from making deep runs in Champions League and with their clubs, like completely, saying that, yeah, dude, like Pulisic not playing in the fucking Gold Cup is normal. That's what he expects out of players that are Pulisic's caliber. They should stay healthy. They should stay fit. They should continue to get great experience at AC fucking Milan, which, if you guys don't know, they're the second best team ever in Europe behind us. So, and he wore the fucking armband for him. So I'm really sick of people talking shit on Pulisic's leadership when he gets the fucking armband for AC Milan. Some other stuff I want to bitch about. Sportsbooks offering limited props and or bets for certain international games. Like that second Poland game, not having Matty Cash shots or like shots on target. Definitely pissed me off. Not being able to bet McSauce against like Belarus because whatever. So that was a little bit annoying. Germany getting smacked 0-2 to Slovakia was a little embarrassing. Denmark, Scotland ending 0-0 was kind of typical. England as a whole, your national team sucks, dude. Like, especially without Bellingham and, your coaching change to go even more defensive. Scoring 3 goals against Andorra in your last 2 games, pretty unexcusable.
You know what was really annoying is when I tweeted out and I was like, this might be one of the worst English rosters I've seen in years. And someone decided they were going to go defend England, maybe just like an annoying British guy you might know, where he was like,
okay.
well, like, this is just blah, blah, blah. I was just like, I like that you're making excuses. I didn't need any. It's still garbage. Like, hold on.
Right.
What changed about the roster being garbage? I understand that. And you're right. This is the time to switch shit around. That didn't change from it being absolute fucking garbage.
Right.
It was hot. They were starting Marcus Rashford in the year 2025 of our Lord. Jordan Henderson's on the roster. And you're going to tell me, oh, they're just mixing it up. Why the fuck is Adam Wharton not starting every single game if Jude Bellingham's not there? I don't understand. So, again, not big deal. We don't care about the games, but then to go and defend the roster choices as if they weren't absolute garbage, you pretty much were just giving Tuchel, as if Tuchel hasn't spent enough time in England to know who's fucking good at football. But, what do I know? Not enough.
Tuchel would play 11 center backs if he could. Mbappe's finishing against Ukraine, especially. Tujumanisha had to assist that game. You got 1v1 with the keeper, dog. You absolutely have to finish that. That Italy versus Israel game, Italy, what the fuck were you doing? How'd you let Israel back into that game after being up 4-2? And I know you scored an own goal on yourself, but like needing a stoppage time winner against Israel in Italy, that's a fucking embarrassment. Y'all might not make the World Cup again. That's super embarrassing. World Cup tickets pre-sale started today. And I'm just going to say fuck dynamic pricing. Fuck the extortion that they're going to put us through for World Cup ticket prices. I hope you got a Visa card because after this show, I'm going to go sign up for pre-sale and hope that I win a fucking lottery to try and buy a $60 World Cup ticket because, otherwise they're going to be $4,000. And I could have a new motorcycle for World Cup ticket money. And I'm just not going to spend that on the World Cup. So I better win one of these fucking raffles. Isak only playing 25 minutes for Sweden. I guess if he's not in football shape because he was being kind of a bitch over at Newcastle, that's to be expected, but I just wanted to see him play more. And last but not least, I want to be clear, this is not a fuck you to Ray Hudson. But man, fuck him retiring because now...
Wait, he retired?
He retired. He's not doing any Champions League games this year. So who the fuck am I going to listen to for
Nobody.
Champions League games? Because all these fucking announcers are trash.
I need somebody with a really cool accent then if we don't have Ray anymore.
Yeah, dude.
If
And
ever wants to start calling some games, I'm kind of down to hear him scream.
right, like, yeah, Ray Hudson, you want to do him on YouTube or something by yourself? Like, I'll listen to, I'll simul stream that while I watch the game.
I'd watch a Twitch stream watch along with fucking Ray Hudson.
Right. Shout out Ray Hudson. Probably the greatest Spanish announcer to ever do it, man. He made La Liga so much more watchable than what we have now. Fuck ESPN.
I'm always down for a fuck ESPN anytime someone says it.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
All right. Does everyone feel better? I know I do.
I'm pumped for this weekend, man.
I know. I get to watch club football. And we get to play a fake Royal team. It's going to be sick.
I was going to say, and Madrid's got a good number next to their name. So that always means a good weekend.
All right. We're going into London. It's Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. I low-key thought the EPL slate was trash. And I would love for somebody to talk me out of how it is. Like, somebody convinced me otherwise, I guess. Because you can sit here and try to tell me Wolves and Newcastle is going to be a game you want to hear us talk about. You can say Fulham Leeds. You can say Bournemouth Brighton. And honestly, shut the fuck up. Arsenal Nottingham Forest. This one, it's not even like a good number or anything. I'm just here for the script. Nottingham Forest has gotten rid of Nuno pretty much just because they were beefing, which I love. You got to love dramatics. Like, hey, fuck how my football team's doing that I just got. I'm going to just fire the coach after one of their best seasons in a decade or 2 decades, maybe. It might have even been longer. When the fuck they win their Champions League? I don't know.
Now like the early 90s, right?
Yeah. Now Ange is back in London for this match at least. He's going to be managing Nottingham Forest. I don't know if has he fully taken over or is there going to be an interim?
He has. He brought in his whole coaching staff too. They just tweeted that out this morning. I saw they added 7 new coaches from his coaching staff. So yeah, I like Big Ange. I think he's, if nothing else, he's entertaining. He's wildly fun to watch. He plays a fun brand of football. I do think Nottingham Forest probably fired the wrong manager. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be fun. It gives the Premier League some good chaos.
This puts a lot of, honestly, all the pressure's on Arsenal here. This should be an easy win. If you give into any of the bullshit, if you give into the Ange, if you give into that, well, he does have more trophies. He's brought more trophies to London than Arsenal has in the last blah, blah, blah. If you give into all that, it's going to be a long fucking day for Arsenal. However, they're much better. I've heard Saka's on his way back already. I don't know if that's true or not. They do have some rough injuries. You also got a pretty deep fucking roster. This is also a roster, that midfield that you have of Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Zubamendi should run circles around this Nottingham Forest one. If you can just lock up Big Wood, which you do have Gabriel, you have somebody to guard him, this should be an easy one for you. Then, you know, maybe somebody kicks the ball away after the ref says not to. We see Arsenal get a red card on some dumb shit, and they throw away some easy points when they're trying to go and win a league title. You know, I'm looking at a lot of different scripts here, and I'm not confident in anything besides both teams to score, which is sitting right around even money.
Yeah, I don't have any pre-match bets that I'm staring down for this one. I want to see what Arsenal's starting 11 looks like. I would love Nottingham to do a little upsetting here because I'm obviously not an Arsenal fan, and I go at it with their fans on Twitter all the time, but Arsenal should win this one pretty handedly at home.
Very fun to watch. Very.
Did you see Batista's tweet after Big Ange got hired by Nottingham? They were like, oh, it's a good thing we're playing Big Ange / Nottingham in their first year and not in their second year.
Yeah, true that.
So I like that tweet from Batista. That was solid.
Batista's admin might be one of the most annoying people, though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I know you weren't a big fan of Anthony the God's return.
Yeah, that was just a little absurd to me, but you know, whatever gets you your clicks, you know.
A little over the top when you got Isco out there.
Yeah. All right, we're staying in London. We got another London derby. I feel like I've said this the last 3 weeks in a row. West Ham versus Tottenham. Maybe the worst London derby we have. Actually, West Ham Fulham's probably the worst. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one's probably the worst. This is kind of, to me, it's the bullshit derby. Tottenham, we're coming off some big wins and then lost to City. No, wait, they beat City. Yeah, they beat City and then they lost to fucking or did they tie?
No, they lost. They lost 0-2 their last game.
Yeah, so and then West Ham, I don't know what happened at West Ham where all of a sudden it just clicked and they just poured it the fuck on. I do not see that form continuing. I do think you're getting an awesome number on Tottenham. I love all the moves Tottenham made. I really love the offense. Not exactly sure what the manager's tactics are so far for Tottenham, but they kind of have too many people up front to fail, it feels like. Matthias Tell is doing his thing for France's U21 team. So hopefully he brings that over to Tottenham. But I love the number.
Did not make this Champions League roster I was reading.
There was a lot of cut-out people from Champions League rosters in England where I was confused. The only one that made sense was Gabriel Jesus.
Facts.
The only one. Because he's not going to be available for any of those games anyway. I do think West Ham can get one at home, so I would love the both teams to score. But I think Tottenham will get us a result, so I'm going to end up going with the both teams to score over 2.5 in this one. I'll also never fully back Tottenham, but the number looks fucking awesome. If you're a Tottenham fan, run it the fuck up.
I'm with you there. I'd like the both teams to score as well. -145 on Caesars is kind of juicy. The over 2.5 at -125 is perfectly fine to play by itself. And that way you're covered if Tottenham wins 3-0. I agree with you though. I think West Ham should be able to get one at home. I also loved Paqueta flexing on Fab right before international break, and I fucking love Paqueta. That's been my dog. Free my boy. He didn't do nothing wrong. He's just Brazilian as fuck. So, yeah, Paqueta over 1.5 shots has been a money printer for me. Paqueta shot on target. Going to keep running that up.
Yeah, give me all of it. I would take Paqueta for you. You could not talk me out of any prop for Paqueta. He's just doing his fucking thing. If you wanted to go for assist, if you want to go for card, if you want to go for goals scored, you know what? There's probably a penalty kick in this game. Don't act crazy. Yellow card galore. And I would say we got to see who the ref is, but honestly, fuck it. Look at that top of the midfield of Bentancur, Sarr, Bissoma. Look at all the fucking hacks. And that's not even looking at the other side of the field with all their fucking hacks too, between Paqueta and the crew. You know, we'll see what kind of attitude we get and what kind of ref we get. Because it's either going to be a bloodbath or a bunch of cards, and either way, I'm here for it.
I'm with it.
We got one more English game, and then we're moving on. And it is the Manchester Derby. Manchester City at home versus Manchester United. Should we goals in that match? I'm with you, Dre. I'm fucking here for it. Man City versus United. The numbers suck. The only number that I really fucking love is the same one that me and Oaks agreed on before the show, and it was Erling Haaland to score. Don't think that's too crazy. It's right at even money, too. Which
after he just dumped 5?
There's one thing that will always happen, and it will always be he might not look that good at football, like when you look at the tactics and senses of it, but when it comes to scoring goals, that's just what he's gonna do. He's done it on 2 different continents now at this point. And fucking 8 different countries. He's been running the numbers up. He's got the records in multiple states or in multiple countries, multiple teams, multiple clubs. He's running it the fuck up. When in doubt, Erling Haaland is probably going to score. I also love both teams to score here because I do think, man, you can get one. It'll probably be some Bruno Fernandes magic. Do you think United have a chance? Sad face. So Duran's a United fan. He's already crying. So, do you really want me to answer that? But also, City kind of sucks, dude. I watched a lot of people. Brighton just beat these guys.
City looks lazy. Every first half they play looks lazy as shit.
Put it this way. I'm going to give you guys a lot of hope if you're a Manchester United fan. But then as soon as you look at that starting 11 and you see Mason Mount on there, and then it's kind of like, oh, but who's going to score now?
Right.
Xerxes and Cheeto are just sitting on the bench we actually play that fucking position?
No, it's Sesko.
Sesko sitting on the bench I actually play that position. You're playing Mason Mount out of position, and he wasn't good at any other position anyway.
He's not good in general. He wasn't good at Chelsea.
Yeah, and what he's doing to Kobe Mainu also has me fucked up, and I was completely down for Mainu to Madrid to happen. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, if Mason Mount's hurt,
you might have hope.
We don't like wishing injuries on people, but like that between
we
that,
also would like to not ever look at Mason Mount again.
kind of works out. Kind of works out. So I don't know. I need a starting lineup to give real hope to Manchester United fans, but for me, this one will depend on the ref. But if it's a ref that likes giving out cards, at least 4, maybe 5, at least.
Isn't Cherokee hurt?
Ryan Cherokee?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I thought I saw he took a knock before the last game. If he's banged up, expect to see more Oscar Bob, who I do like. Oscar Bob to score.
I like his name, but he also just like did absolutely fucking nothing in the last 2 matches he was in.
In the last match. In the match before that, he got an assist for us. How is Marmoush out? Didn't he just score?
They just lost back-to-back matches. So which one did he have an assist in?
He had an assist in the first match.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, dude, I watched him get blanked by Tottenham. There's no way he had an assist last game.
Also, if Marmoush is out, I just want to know how he was bagging goals for Egypt.
Marmoush is out. Also, I feel like I would be more worried like if like Stones is out and Vardiol. When did Stones get hurt?
Vardiol is definitely a bigger miss than
I mean, Ruben Diaz will still be back there. I thought the young bull got hurt and Stones was still good. San Antonio Spurs of football. That is a very big claim. They need Savinho back. Yeah, the real Savinho. They have Sabio on their team, bro. They don't have Savinho. So, I don't know.
Sabio's a dog, too. Been saying that since he was at Girona.
I liked him way better at Girona. And then
same. I liked actually watching him play every week.
Cunha's hurt, too. This game's going to suck. Yo,
yeah, it's gonna be it's a really rough standalone late Sunday game.
There's so many people hurt on City. But then, like, Martinez, Mount, and Cunha are all hurt. Is Harry Maguire starting at center back for Manchester United? It just feels like Man U at, like, plus 350 seems wildly high when I just watched City lose to Tottenham and Brighton.
Yeah, outside of Holland, this is a big wait and see who the fuck is available number.
Yeah, I'm still only taking Holland. Like, I don't know how you don't.
You give me Holland at minus 105. I'm taking it.
Yeah, Holland number only going down. Our back three would probably be Shaw, DeLitt, and Euro. That's literally 3 yellow cards you just named. So I'm looking at the yellow card over now.
And then Cass too. Throw Cass in there.
Oh, dude, if Cass starts, I'm taking me a Cass headed.
Did he have a bucket for Brazil too?
Yeah, they took it away though.
But
he did. Yeah, he did. All right. But anyway, that's all I got in England. We're going over to Spain. Starting with the Kings, top of the table, baby. Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid.
The vibes.
Yeah, facts. First bettable number on Madrid. It's at like minus 160, minus 165 on your book.
Yep.
Pretty easy to dance around with that one. I immediately went to the Madrid money line at over 1.5 goals. That's sitting at like minus 120 to get you a better number. You can easily bet an Mbappe win cast and get a better number.
Minus 110 for an Mbappe goal.
You know what you could really do is go Mbappe offside and Real Madrid to win if you're in the right state. That's how you really get paid. Dude, they had Mbappe offside at plus 180.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That man lives offsides.
I don't know what they've been watching the last fucking 10 years, but yeah, you know. Sociedad has a lot of ex-Madrid guys and a couple of players that I know just like scoring against us. So it wouldn't surprise me for the both teams to score. Xabi Alonso is running the Xabi Alonso press until we can't breathe, and then he'll rotate people out. So we're not giving up a ton of shots.
He actually looked good pressing the other day, too.
Yo, I think Vinny's just good at football, and people are mad about it.
Yo, no way. You think the guy that's really good at football is good at football?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I like when that works out. I need to see a starting lineup, but I can be talking to cards here. Matter of fact, I low-key, the Spanish refs, if you ask me that, I can tell you off rip who likes cards. That's way easier for me. It's the English refs where I'm like, sometimes they'll be like, yeah, 5 cards in the game's light, and the rest of them average like 2.5, and I hate them.
Yeah.
They're not even telling me the ref. They know better.
It's Wednesday. Is that a late game Saturday?
No, we're the early game, 10:15.
Shit, we got the early game. All right. I like the both teams to score here, -120. Kubo shot on target for sure if he's starting. Orsabal also is a guy definitely to look at. Really like the over 2.5 here at -135. And then it's Madrid all day. Madrid -1 at -105 is just way too good of a number over on DraftKings.
Agreed.
And then Tchouaméni shots. Just keep, especially if Rudiger's not in, just keep running Tchouaméni shots. He's the main target on corners if Rudiger's not in the lineup. So
I don't see Rudiger breaking into the lineup either because Militao looks really good.
Militao looks really good. It's almost like people forgot how good he was after 2 back-to-back knee injuries.
It's almost like knee injuries are kind of hard to come back from, especially when they're back-to-back.
Right. And so, yeah, I've been saying that if we can get 75% of Militao pre-injury, he's still a fucking nasty-ass center back. So, yeah,
also,
big.
Trent is a flop in the first 2 matches already somehow.
Would have been less of a flop if Mbappe could stay on sides for that fucking dime.
Oh, well, you know, VAR kind of fixed. I don't know if you saw those screenshots they used.
Oh, I saw those screenshots.
Yeah, you know, where they use the guy behind him rather than the dude next to him because their arms aren't even in the right position, but it's all good. You know, it's no football. So
it's La Liga.
All right, moving on. We got Atletico versus Villarreal. So on paper, people are going to try to tell you that the Sociedad Madrid game is going to be the game of the week. This is actually going to be the game of the week because Atleti's at home where they like to hold it down and they look like fucking dog shit right now. And Villarreal, Pepe is on fire. Pepe is absolute heat right now. The score assist numbers on Pepe and the shot on target numbers that you get on Pepe are all fucking beautiful, and they're going to be great because they're playing Atleti at the Wanda. And
same with my boy Tejon Buchanan, who's been balling for them too.
They got him playing on more of like an outside mid position, whereas Pepe is just playing second striker and just gets to go wherever the fuck he's. It's like watching a not as skilled but faster Isco play in the attack for a Spanish league, and I really love it.
Yo, you remember when he was on Arsenal?
Yeah, remember when they took 3 years to pay for him too, and then got nothing out of it?
Sure do. Yeah, I'm with you here. I really like the both teams to score number. It's hella juiced at -160 over on Bet Rivers, but I love a Villarreal double chance here. Now, Spanish refs will find a way to rig this for Atleti at home because they always do, and Atleti in the Wanda is definitely tough, but you're giving me Villarreal double chance at -110. I'm taking it.
I low-key went for the both teams to score over 2.5 at -105.
Yeah.
I think Villarreal is either going to be good for one to get this win, or like you said, they're going to give it to Atleti. But either way, I know Villarreal will get me at least one. So if they want to finally give Griezmann a stat for the year and give him a penalty kick, so be it. I'll take the over.
I'm with you there. Yeah. Atleti's just been bad, and they spent a shit ton of money, and Simeone's name hasn't been mentioned once.
That's because they've just always been worse. Like, Simeone is still better than what they were.
That's true.
Like, everyone forgets because they're like, yeah, look, it's like they made it into like it's this big three, and it's really not. Those guys used to just average between like 6th and 12th. They used to be West Ham.
Right.
And then they brought in Simeone. Last one. It's the asshole bowl. We got Barcelona versus Valencia.
Hugo Duro, baby.
Yeah, the number's fucking trash, so just run it up on Hugo Duro. I do think both teams can score, but even that number was kind of trash. Cards galore in this game. There's so many fucking cards in this game. If Gavi starts too, easy card and shot.
That guy is.
Go for the Gordie Howe. Maybe even gets a goal for us. We'll see what happens. Barcelona has notoriously just been beating the shit out of Valencia, and all of the books reflect that. If you think that something's going to happen defensively, here's your moment. You're going to get some great odds on it because from what I can tell from both these teams, there ain't nothing defensively going on. And if Barcelona gets their offside trap figured out the way that Rayo Vallecano was able to figure it out, where they just have one dude sit offside as fuck and then play their wingers in because their center backs are fucking stupid. Everyone that was like, look, they cracked the code. I was like, no, nobody's guarding a man. That wasn't. Oh, look, you cracked the code. That the whole code the whole time was, hey, look, Mbappe's faster than them. Kick it past them. You can do it. So I was getting frustrated with that too. But if Valencia just has one guy, probably going to be fucking Hugo Doro, like we said, that's who I would take all the props for. I also see a lot of diving, something shady as fuck happening, something probably racist happening in this game, and at least one red card. I'm not even going to say cards. I'm going to say there will be one red card.
Yeah, not to sound like a dick eater, but like it's really hard to try and talk me out of Yamal assist, especially if they keep giving me like plus 200 or better after what he just did with Spain. He's gonna force up a ton of shots, but that number is gonna be trash. The over-under is gonna be like 5.5.
It really ruined that for me. I had something going last year. It was awesome.
So yeah, I'll probably ride a Yamal assist if it's still a bettable number. And yeah, that's about it. This game's gonna suck to listen to. So if I do hate watch Barcelona, it'll be on mute because I can't listen to ESPN dick ride this team all day.
My other thing is that if they continue to just dick ride Jamal, then we're just going to keep getting better numbers on Rafinha, who is better than him right now.
Facts.
It's handling business. Moving on, we're going to Italy. We got the Derby d'Italia, Juventus versus Inter Milan. This game's dead even. They got it at plus 175, plus 175. Juve is the home team, so you'd think there'd be a little bit of an advantage there for them. No. Again, this is one where you kind of got to pick your side. If you're a Juventus fan and you're getting a draw no bet and you're at home, it's at minus 110, minus 115. Run that the fuck up. I just think Inter Milan is flat out better than Juventus. So if I'm an Inter Milan fan, don't play it safe. Don't fucking bank on a draw. We're going for the money line at plus 175, plus 170. I saw it bouncing back and forth. And again, you can pick either side you want in this one, but just make sure you're getting the safe number with Juve, or don't be a pussy with Inter is pretty much where I'm at on this one. Oaks, I know, is scared about this whole game because he took an under, because this game is notoriously always hits under, and then all of a sudden it was 4-4. And then if you go back and look through all the games, you just see straight unders and one random 4-4, straight unders, a random 6-goal game. So there's like a 7-game gap now that we have. That was the over one. We're good. We're past it. So we're taking the under too.
Yeah, Leg's absolutely right. I did want to mention that if you guys remember early last year in the first fixture between these two, I was so convinced that under number was broken, being a plus number. And of course, they hung up 4-4 on me there. So that embarrassed me a little bit. I do still like the both teams to score number. This does kind of feel like a 1-1 draw written all over it. Both teams to score at minus 107 over on Bet Rivers. And I was talking to Leg pre-match. He was saying either team to make a penalty kick is like plus 500. And so a penalty kick to be awarded at like plus 280 to plus 300 feels super, super good. Because that's just kind of what happens in Italy.
Yeah, I'm big on the penalty kick in this one. It just feels like there always is one, and it's always for Inter, but I'll play it safe and just stick with plus 380. It is plus 550 though if Inter scores a penalty kick. Just saying. Friend told me that. I definitely wasn't looking at it. Moving on, we got another Italian game for you. Fiorentina versus Napoli. One of my favorite jersey combos in Italy. Just two of the classics for me.
Shout out Kappa.
Yeah, for sure. I love both teams to score. I can't really run with anything else here besides they finally figured out that Scott McTominay is the king of Italy. He might be the Pope. It's like between who has the most power in Italy, pretty fucking close. His shot on target is now like minus 205. They figured it out, guys. They got us. That being said, I'm still probably going to run up whatever sauce props I want. I hope he starts getting cards now. I might start looking at the cards numbers for sauce. I know he's got that big frame on him, like throwing it around a little bit. But the both teams to score number sitting right around even money. I think it was like minus 105 last I looked. I love that number for us. Napoli defensively, outside of that midfield with Anguissa doing his fucking thing, nothing really defensively from Napoli. It would be different if Kim went back. then I'd be scared all of a sudden again. But and on the flip side, again, is De Gea still on Fiorentina?
Yes, he is. He's still in net there.
So they pretty much got to bank on a David De Gea masterclass, which we have seen him do. He does do those every now and then, especially against, the defending champs. Wouldn't really surprise me too much. He's already got his clean sheet, kept the 0 against Torino, even I think saved a penalty kick. Ended up getting a match in that one. So David De Gea is still going David De Gea. That being said, Napoli's attack is also pretty fucking mental in Italy. They really took the hey, what if we just got really fast guys and really huge guys and just ran the Italian league to heart. So
yeah, I'm with Leg. I like the both teams to score here at -104 over on Bet Rivers. Moise Kean should be able to find the back of the net here. He'll be offsides at least once, probably twice. I think he had 75 offsides last year. I do think Napoli can win this game, so I'm not going to try and talk anybody out of Napoli money line +125. I will say, though, if you believe me and Leg on both teams to score and you think Napoli wins, the better number is just taking the over 2.5 at +135. Because that way you're covered if Napoli wins 3-0 or something like that. So if you like goals here, which I do, I think both teams score pretty easily. So over 2.5 at +135 looks like a pretty good value too, especially if Højlund is able to get into this Napoli lineup and look like he did for Atalanta.
I'm just saying no because I just have 0.
I know
sorry.
you do. Yeah, I know.
I don't want Højlund to ruin his career or anything, but dude, fuck you. There's so many better people. I just can't believe how much money they wasted on this man. All for 26 goals. That's crazy. Over 2 years. Last one. We got Milan versus Bologna. Last one in Italy, at least. Bologna just always plays up to their competition, and Milan fucking hates it. Milan hates that shit so much. It's why I'm also taking Sassuolo, because they're kind of like a Robin Hood as well. Bologna takes being a Robin Hood to a whole different level, though, because they'll be a Robin Hood, and then still you'll be like, oh, Orsolini might rest this game, and all of a sudden, some other random fucking dude from their academy balls the fuck out, and they beat the shit out of a Parma, they beat the shit out of a Lecce. I don't know how Bologna, they keep spitting out random coaches that Juve is like, do we want that guy instead? And they keep spitting out random players that all of a sudden get their call up to the Italian national team. But I need Pulisic to start this game for me to be fully backing Milan. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick with my both teams to score and hopefully get maybe an over. But the both teams to score is sitting at -130, so I'm kind of cool with that number.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be all over Pulisic props here. Just keep feeding me Pulisic stuff.
All right, last one we got. We have a German game. It's Leverkusen versus Frankfurt. I always like to give Frankfurt their props. They always bring it in Germany as much as they can. They have some European pedigree as well. I think they have some very good traveling fans. Leverkusen's got a new manager though, so I'm kind of in the whole argument of, yo, dude, you really not gonna win on your manager's home debut? You gonna be like that? Is that what we're doing over here? Ten Hag got fired for fucking 3 matches. So if I'm that new manager, yo, y'all want me here or not? Because we got to fucking win this shit. You know what I mean? They got rid of Ten Hag pretty fucking quick. They got rid of him in August. So, let's take this a little bit seriously here. Leverkusen is absolutely depleted for all the names that you guys are used to if you play FIFA. I'm probably going to end up taking Malik Tillman and Schick for any sort of offensive props. And they lost their 2 starting center backs. Kasunu was over at Atalanta. I don't know if they're bringing him back. So I can't even say that Leverkusen is going to be able to keep a 0. But Leverkusen, do your manager a favor and get a win here.
Yeah, I don't know how involved I'm going to get in betting in Germany this week. I did see Christian Eriksen is head to Wolfham or whatever, Wolves. Yeah, whatever Wolf John is out there in Germany. So I like that. I like Eriksen getting a team and playing. But other than that, I don't know how involved I'm going to get in Germany. They only played 2 games before, break. So I don't know a ton about what all these teams are going to look like. This is by far the most interesting watch on the slate, though, because Byron's like minus 1,600.
Yeah, always. There's nobody good in Germany anymore. Like,
right, yeah, Byron's at home playing a newly promoted side. So,
that Dortmund top 3 bet was so light. It was so light because that's exactly where they're going to end. Bayern's going to finish this league probably in March, and Dortmund's going to be fighting for second.
If not February.
Yeah. But all right, let's get to the standings. That was all the matches I had for you. International break, so we have nothing to report score-wise. I do have my 15 for you. Always starting in Spain. That's no football. Real Madrid money line over 1.5 at Sociedad. That's minus 120. Bilbao money line versus Alaves. This is a Basque Country derby that Oaks reminded me of because I definitely thought Alaves was from Madrid, but this is awkward because it's from the Basque Country. I had to mix up with Espanyol. Stop wearing white and blue Spanish teams. Minus 180. I'm eating all the juice because we're going to San Mames and Bilbao's under minus 200, so I'm going to run with it. Atletico Villarreal, both teams to score over 2.5, minus 105. Celta Vigo money line versus Girona, minus 135. Arsenal Forest, both teams to score, plus 100. Palace money line versus Sunderland, minus 150. Chelsea money line at Brentford, minus 130. Penalty in the Juve Inter game, plus 380. Fiorentina Napoli, both teams to score, minus 105. Sassuolo double chance versus Lazio. Fuck you, Nick. You did get the link. There was an open seat for you, and you didn't come. I took them before he didn't come, though, guys. Sassuolo double chance, minus 130. Again, they're going to steal. Those are just easy points to steal off Lazio. Milan, Bologna, both teams to score, minus 130. Palmeiras, Internacional, both teams to score, plus 105. Flamengo win to 0 versus Juventude. Fuck those guys. It's minus 110 also. Like, Flamengo just be holding zeros out here. Botafogo double chance at Sao Paulo, minus 120. And then Monaco money line at Auxerre, minus 150. My parlay is Madrid money line, Chelsea money line, Milan, Bologna, both teams to score.
Nice.
Holy shit! Wait, where's my wheel go? Oh, we're good. Almost got nervous there.
All right. Everton, Aston Villa. Give me both teams to score, minus 125 on Caesars. I also really like Grealish to score or assist. I think he stays hot. Bournemouth versus Brighton. I really like both teams to score there. It's minus 160. The over 2.5 is minus 140. Stick those together if you need a plus number. Fulham versus Leeds. I'm still believing in Leeds, and I think Fulham's defense isn't that good. So give me both teams to score at minus 115. West Ham versus Tottenham. Give me the over 2.5 at minus 125. I also like the both teams to score at minus 145, like we talked about earlier. Brentford versus Chelsea. Chelsea on the money line is minus 130. Chelsea team total over 1.5 is minus 125 over on Caesars. Give me that Chelsea team total over 1.5 at minus 125 to save a nickel. City versus Man U. I already told you it's Erling Haaland, anytime goal scorer all day. Sociedad versus Madrid. It's Madrid minus 1 at minus 105 over on DK. Bilbao versus Alaves. I love Bilbao team total over 1.5 at minus 117. I think that is an outrageously good number versus little brother Alaves. It is at the San Mames as well, like Leg mentioned. So Bilbao at home should be able to bag us 2 there. Atleti Villarreal. Give me Villarreal on the double chance at minus 112 over on Bet Rivers. Cagliari versus Parma. Give me both teams to score at minus 106. Parma has scored twice has scored in one of their 2 games, whatever. They were the best both teams to score team in Europe all of last season until like late May when they finally started putting them at like minus 140. Parma been getting buckets. So I'm going to keep riding the Parma train. Juve versus Inter, give me both teams to score there, minus 107. Sassuolo versus Lazio. I am with Leg. I like the both teams to score there at minus 145. I also really like the over 2.5 there at minus 121. Stick those together and get yourself a plus number, but I'll take the over 2.5 at minus 121 on BetRivers for sure. Fiorentina versus Napoli. Give me the both teams to score there. And then on Monday, Como versus Genoa. Give me Como team total over 1.5 at minus 115. And now round out my props. Do I have another team total on here? Oh, perfect. Yeah. We're going to go with a team total parlay. We'll do Chelsea team total over 1.5, Bilbao team total over 1.5, and Como team total over 1.5.
Perfect. All right. That was Oaks' 15. Let's get into this golden booty wheel.
Facts. I still need my notepad then.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing? You're going first now, too.
Yeah, I almost put it away there.
Come on, dude.
It's almost like in year 5, I forgot we have a wheel.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
EPL?
Yeah.
I can't take Holland, right?
Well, I was about to just let you take Holland.
I mean, I'll take Yao Pedro for Chelsea.
All right. Yao Pedro. If you're a real one, you would have taken Bruno Fernandes, but clearly you have no faith in Manchester United, you fucking hater.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Give me a goal scorer in the Sassuolo Lazio game.
Look, I'm literally staring at this game, and I was like, I don't even know half these guys. This is Macho on Sassuolo stuff?
No, he's not Atalanta. Berardi is still on Sassuolo, though.
Yeah, I know. Watch, this game's going to end 0-0. This game's going to fucking end 0-0.
And I know you hate Tati, so that's why I gave you this game.
Honestly, I'm going to... Holy shit, Nemanja Matic is on Sassuolo? That's crazy. Dude, they only have 2 people that have even scored goals. I'm going to go Pinamonti.
Pinamonti, all right.
That's what I'm going for. Pinamonti. I can't wait to get that notification. It's going to be sick. Yo, Pinamonti scored a goal. Or they're going to get a penalty kick. And I'm like, fuck, that would have been the easiest Berardi goal of my life. That's all we got for you guys. Make sure you guys are following us. If you're watching on the Twitters, make sure you're following on the Twitters. That's X, the Everything app. Links are right down in the description below. If you're watching us on YouTube or anything else, make sure you like and subscribe. And all of your links are right down below. You can get you some drip for the season, tftdrip.com. Plenty of pineapples, plenty of Burroakses, plenty of gear for your favorite teams over on tftdrip.com. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, make sure you're following, like, and subscribe. Oaks, anything else you got going on?
Check out the Discord if you guys want to. I've been doing a much better job at tracking profits, losses, posting that shit on Twitter. So if you're interested in that stuff, we got MLB playoffs coming up in a couple of weeks. We got NFL starting, college football, all sorts of stuff like that. Bunch of good guys over there. So if you're interested, that is definitely something additional that I offer. Also, if you like motorcycle shit, I'm putting that stuff on YouTube now. I just really have been enjoying it and doing rides and shit like that. So taking some videos and doing some shit with that. Other than that, it's Real Madrid all fucking day. Tune in. We'll do some live shows over the weekend. Leg, if you're off, obviously you're not off. I was going to say, if you're off Saturday, obviously we're doing, I'm always just kind of always anticipate that I'm going to do a live show for the Madrid game. Like, that's my team. I clear my schedule to watch Madrid games. So assume I'm doing a live show from Madrid, and then we'll figure everything else out later in the week.
I'll have parlays made. That's about it.
Facts.
But all right. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you continue to tune in. We'll see you next Wednesday. And fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We are 2Foot Talk, and we're out.